The Trump wealth story, from immigrant beginnings to billionaire empire. Introduction. This is the story of how the Trump family became rich, how they built their fortune, and where their money came from. It begins more than 100 years ago, long before Donald Trump became president of the United States. This story is written in simple, clear English. You can use it for listening practice, YouTube narration, or teaching. The story. 1. A young man arrives in America. In the late 1800s, a young German man named Friedrich Trump arrived in the United States. He came with very little money, only dreams and hopes. He was only 16 years old. He did not speak English well. He did not know anyone. But he had something important: ambition. Friedrich worked in many small jobs, cutting hair, cooking food, and helping in hotels. He saved every dollar he earned. After a few years, he realized something important about America. People become successful when they solve problems. So he looked for opportunities. 2. The gold rush opportunity. In the 1890s, many people traveled to the American West to search for gold. Thousands of men needed food, places to sleep, and places to rest. Friedrich understood this immediately. He said to himself, "Maybe I cannot find gold, but I can make money from the people who are looking for gold." So he opened restaurants and hotels in places where miners worked. He offered warm meals, beds, and supplies. His business did very well. By the early 1900s, Friedrich had made a good amount of money. He returned to New York City and looked for a new beginning. This was the first foundation of the Trump family's wealth. 3. A new generation. Fred Trump. Friedrich Trump later had a son named Fred Trump. Fred was smart, serious, and very good with numbers. He started working in construction when he was only a teenager. By the time he was in his early 20s, he built his first house. Fred understood something about New York after the Great Depression. 1. Housing was needed. 2. People were moving back to the city. 3. The government offered programs to help builders. Fred Trump used these opportunities very wisely. How Fred made money. He built small homes for working families. Then he built larger apartments. He used government programs to reduce his costs. He rented the apartments and created steady income. He reinvested the profits into new buildings. By the 1940s and 1950s, Fred Trump was one of the largest real estate developers in Brooklyn and Queens. He built thousands of apartments, middle-class housing projects, affordable buildings for soldiers returning from World War II. By the time his son Donald was born, the Trump family was already a multi-million-dollar family. 4. Donald Trump enters the family business. Donald Trump grew up watching his father build buildings and manage property. He attended a military school and later studied business at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. Donald was different from his father. Fred liked simple, practical buildings. Donald liked big, shiny projects. In the 1970s, Donald told his father, "I don't want to stay in Brooklyn and Queens. I want Manhattan." Manhattan was more expensive and more risky. But Donald believed that big risks can create big success. 5. The Manhattan Dreams. Donald Trump began working on large projects, and he had something important: his father's financial support. Where the money came from: loans from his father, mortgages on family properties, guarantees from the Trump Company. A few $1,000,000 as business support. Donald used this money to start high-profile real estate projects. His famous projects included the Grand Hyatt Hotel, Trump Tower, luxury apartments, office buildings, casinos in Atlantic City. Trump Tower, in particular, became a symbol of luxury in New York City. Its gold-colored elevators, beautiful marble, and indoor waterfall became instantly famous. 6. The casino era. In the 1980s, Donald Trump entered the casino business in Atlantic City. This was a high-risk industry. He opened Trump Plaza, Trump Taj Mahal, Trump Castle. These casinos made a lot of money in the beginning, but the costs were extremely high and competition was strong. Eventually, several of Trump's casinos went bankrupt. However, in America, bankruptcy does not always mean losing everything. It often means a company can reorganize, reduce debt, and continue operating. Donald Trump used the legal system to reduce his debt, restructure loans, keep his name on the property stones. So even during bad times, he found a way to survive financially. 7. The power of the Trump name. One of Donald Trump's biggest sources of money did not come from buildings. It came from his brand name, Trump. People around the world recognized the gold Trump logo. Hotels, apartments, and companies paid Trump to use his name. This is called branding or licensing. Trump made millions from putting his name on buildings, TV shows like The Apprentice, selling books, hosting events, licensing his name to international projects. In many cases, he did not even own the buildings. He simply allowed developers to use the Trump name in exchange for a percentage of profits. This was a powerful, low-risk business strategy. 8. The TV star. In 2004, Donald Trump became the star of a reality TV show called The Apprentice. The show made him extremely famous. Millions of Americans watched him every week. The show made the Trump name more valuable, more popular, more powerful. This led to more business deals, more licensing, and more opportunities. 9. The political stage. By the 2010s, Trump had a long history as a businessman, a celebrity, and a public figure. In 2015, he announced he would run for president of the United States. Many people laughed. Many people doubted him. But Trump had something powerful: name recognition, media skill, support from some business groups, a loyal fan base. And in 2016, he won the election and became the 45th president of the United States. 10. So, where does all the Trump money come from? Here is a simple summary for learners. A. Friedrich Trump, hotels and restaurants for minors, early business savings. B. Fred Trump, construction, real estate development, government housing programs, thousands of rental apartments. C. Donald Trump, 1. Real estate in Manhattan. 2. Luxury buildings like Trump Tower. 3. Casinos. Some failed, some succeeded. 4. Brand licensing, very profitable. 5. Books and TV shows. 6. International deals and investments. Even today, the Trump family's wealth mostly comes from real estate and the brand name. 11. The next generation, Donald Trump's children. Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric, and Tiffany also entered business and politics. They help manage properties, branding deals, and investments. The Trump family remains one of the most famous business families in the world. Conclusion. The Trump family became wealthy through hard work, real estate, risk-taking, branding, media influence. It is a story of ambition, opportunity, failure, success, and reinvention. From a young immigrant barber to a billionaire president, the Trump family story is truly a unique American story.